Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse because the trailer came out. Looks really fantastic, but there's one problem that is really aggravating a lot of people, and I don't know why Marvel Sony thought it was a good idea when it really wasn't. The whole Jessica Drew. So Jessica Drew, if you guys don't know, Jessica Drew is the second Spider-Woman, technically. Well, she's the first Spider-Woman, but she's technically the second Spider-Woman. And this one is because of how Stan Lee, he wanted to make sure that he was able to create a character that wouldn't be copyrighted by anybody else. So they came up with Spider-Woman. It's the same thing with She-Hulk in the case of, we're going to create this character. We don't really have a plan with the character, but we're going to create this character. So, here you go, right? So, so if you guys don't know, Jessica Drew is Jessica Drew is a spider totem, I guess, if you guys want to call her a spider totem or whatever and stuff like that. But she appeared in Marvel comic books in Spotlight 52, and then she had like a 50-issue ongoing series of Spider-Woman before she was killed off, and then she came back, and she's been a supporting character for the Avengers, Spider-Man, Jessica Jones, Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers at the time. But and she's a former Shield agent. But basically she has a spider physiology that gives her super strength, super speed, super reflexes. She can wall crawl. She has pheromone manipulation, bioelectricity, projection, venom blast, gliding, expert detective, and master spy. This is Spider-Woman, right? So she's a white woman. She was created in the 50s, of course, and you guys know how it is when it comes to certain characters. But for some apparently applicable reason, Marvel and Sony decided that for Into the Spider-Verse, we're going to make Jessica Drew black because they got the actress Issa Rae to voice her, which I don't care who voices the characters. It really doesn't matter what skin color you are. But I have a problem when the skin color becomes the reason why the character has changed. Now, I know some people are going to be like, well, it's a multiverse, Trey, and all that kind of stuff. No, it's not even about the multiverse. They focused on Jessica Drew. When they announced that Issa Rae was going to be, they put Jessica Drew next to her already. So it's not even like it's a live action depiction of the character. But they said that this is going to be Jessica Drew. Now, we haven't seen Jessica Drew in anything since, the 1970s, where I think she had like her own little solo adventure called Spider-Woman or whatever, stuff like that. We haven't seen her really in anything, honestly. And I'm talking about like film, television-wise. I think we have seen her in video games because she was in Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Alliance 2. So she was there. But other than that, we never really see her in anything. And finally we have an opportunity to bring Jessica Drew into, the main continuity of mainstream, where people get to know who she is as a character. They said, hey, you know what would be great? What if we race swap her, make her black, and we also take the era of Spider-Woman where everybody was aggravated that Marvel said that she's pregnant, because they made her pregnant in All New, All Different. They said that we're going to get rid of her iconic Spider-Woman costume that everybody loves, the sexy Spider-Woman costume. That's her iconic costume, and we're going to also make her pregnant. So she's going to be fighting crime while being pregnant. And I just thought it was the most irresponsible, ignorant kind of thing ever. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something people want to read, but I know some people are going to be like, well, I know you watched Xena the Warrior Princess, Trey, and she was pregnant at the time. Yeah, she was pregnant, and that was an interesting topic. But at the same time, they made sure they made a way where Lucy Lawless would sometimes be out of the picture, or they'll get into some crazy, wacky adventures that really doesn't put a physical toll on Lucy Lawless. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, yeah, because in real life she was pregnant, but in the show they also read that into the story, but made sure that she wasn't going to be, you know what I'm saying? So that way they could keep her safe, but make it still plausible that Xena would still be able to be fighting or whatever, stuff like that, because it was early term and stuff like that. But then after a while, her friends and allies would protect her while she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because there was only so much she could do. So if you're going to do something like that, sure, but just to have her, well, she got super strength or whatever, stuff like that. Yeah, Jessica Jones also had super strength too. Invisible Woman also had superpowers as well, and they made sure that when it was a certain period in their pregnancies, they made it where, okay, well, it's time for them to sit back, fall back a little bit. And I don't know, jumping around, swinging from building to building, climbing up walls and stuff like that is a good thing for the baby, regardless of however many months she is, especially when she's heavenly showed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is shown in the image that they have, where she is fucking pregnant as hell. It's not a good look. It's so stupid. And then, of course, people want to be like, well, just think about this. It's a multiverse or whatever. Even if it is a multiverse, the fact that y'all took Jessica Drew and you made her black just make absolutely no sense. I haven't seen a Jessica Drew in the multiverse being black, and it's no time to start doing it now. Well, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, she looks like the first Spider-Woman, who was Valerie the Librarian. I don't know if any of you guys don't remember. It was another comic book back in I think the 70s, I believe. I don't know if Stan Lee wrote it or whatever, but there was a woman called Valerie. She was a librarian who actually helped Spider-Man out when he was in danger by the Vulture. She took a spare Spider-Man costume, and I think she saw some web shooters left around by Peter Parker. She put them on. She put some suction cups on her hands and feet, on her suit to make her crawl on walls or whatever. And she saved Peter Parker, and then they teamed up to take down the Vulture. If you really wanted to do a black woman, there you go. You got Valerie. Or you could have used Spider Bitch. Yeah, like, don't tell me you couldn't do that before. There are two other black women who are Spider characters. You could have chose them, and you chose not to. Just like you always skip over Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker, but then you'll jump over to fucking Gwen Stacy as if that bitch is important. I'm sorry. No, she's not. She's the least important Spider character ever. But yet y'all keep trying to force that down our throats, though. It's so weird. It's just an irresponsible thing to have a character be pregnant, and then you're trying to promote it in a kids thing because that's what they're going for. They're like, oh, she's pregnant and she's a black woman and she's showing the patriarchy that she can do everything. A woman can do everything, even fighting crime while being pregnant. Like, what the fuck? No, that's dumb. It is dumb. Honestly, I don't know what the hell people are thinking that shit's cool. It's not cool. Hell, you've got people from Mary Sue trying to say they're the same people. Like, there's a picture of the original Jessica Drew, and there's a picture of the Jessica Drew in this movie right now, and they're like, oh, it's the same person. No, the hell it's not. No, the hell it's not. Anytime you race swap a character, or gender swap them, or sexuality swap, it's not the same character. Stop trying to tell people it is. It's not the same character. It is not the same character. Well, in Spirit, no. In Spirit, it's not the same character neither. Because that's not what the character looked like. And remember, we already have video and evidence of them really talking about purposely changing these characters around on purpose. So I don't want to hear nobody talking about, well, maybe. No, there is no maybe. They're purposely changing these characters around so they can do for some diversity and inclusion bull crap. Everybody knows it. But let's stop defending it. It's kind of dumb, because what you gonna do? You gonna create a Jessica Drew action figure where she's fucking pregnant? Who the fuck wanna play with a pregnant Jessica Drew action figure? Come on now. And then they're trying to promote it so heavily. Okay, great. Let's see some merchandise for that character, and let's see how much that shit sits on the damn shelf, like the rest of the female empowerment characters that y'all tried to force down people's throats. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's dumb, it's ignorant, it's irresponsible, it's lacking, and it's a stereotypical thing to take a black woman and make her a single mother because reasons, right? And of course, to show that, this a black woman do whatever she can to provide for her baby, even put herself in danger. But okay, cool, whatever. I'm just disappointed, Sony. But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.